Hi guys, coming to you today with some more Sephora sale recommendations. Today it is all about my skincare recommendations. I did a beauty and makeup version of this the other day, so I will link that down below if you'd like to check it out. Today I'm coming to you barefaced, actually nothing in my hair either, quite natural today, to chat about skincare. I've got something for every skin type, whether you're normal, combo, dry, or oily, sensitive skin, looking for cruelty-free options, different price ranges, cleansers, toners, moisturizers, serums, SPFs, treatments, a little bit of something for everybody, and I will have more skincare playlist link down below along with the link to shop the sale through Ebates. Don't be me. I bought a new laptop. I placed a really big Sephora order and didn't use my Ebates for cashback, and it's haunting me. So don't be me. I will have the link down below if you're not already using it to shop the sale and save a couple of extra bucks. Can't hurt. If you enjoy this style of video, be sure to subscribe, but let's go ahead and get started. So starting out with cleansers, I'm going to start with one of my most affordable items and definitely a brand to keep an eye out for during the sale because it's already on the more affordable side and then you can save a couple of extra bucks. This is the Inky List Oat Cleansing Balm. It says it helps remove makeup and cleanse sensitive skin. I use this as my first step when I'm doing double cleansing after I've worn makeup. I don't often use this if I haven't worn makeup. You can if you have a more sensitive or dry skin type, but for me, I definitely like to use this as a first cleanse or a pre-cleanse or a makeup remover. I put this on dry skin, kind of rub it on face and eyes, and then start adding in a little bit more and more water to help it emulsify and remove my makeup so that I can move into another cleanser. I find it super effective. It's $9.99. You get a huge container of it, and I really like a lot of Inky List. So in general, definitely check out that brand. Then when it comes to cleansers, if I've worn a lot of makeup in the day, I love, love, love. This is one of my favorite like deep cleansers. You can see I don't have much left here. It's the Kiehl's Calendula. Is that how you're supposed to say it? I always say calendula. I think it's calendula. I'm not sure. Deep cleansing foaming face wash. It says it's for normal to oily skin types. I love this, like I said, as a second step after I've worn makeup because it does just such a good job cleansing my skin, getting rid of any other leftover makeup, but it doesn't leave my skin feeling stripped or dry. It's not like a super intense, like, sometimes when you have oily skin, you go for like the most intense version of anything ever, but this is such a great in-between that still is very effective. Moving on to a Canadian brand, and great option if you're looking for something a little bit more hydrating. I'll use this either in the morning or on days that I haven't worn makeup. Not that it's not effective as a double cleanse, but you know, I just have my preferences. So this is the Skin Fix Barrier Cleanser that comes from their barrier line, which is supposed to be great and hydrating, reparative to your skin's barrier, moisture barrier. This is the foaming oil cleanser, which says it's a sulfate-free hydrating wash. This still gets a nice lather on the skin, but it is really creamy. It's hydrating. They're cruelty-free, Canadian, which I love. It says it's a creamy foam that gently washes away dirt, makeup, sulfate-free, coconut-derived cleansers. It leaves your skin feeling soft and supple. It doesn't feel oily or balmy by any means, so I recommend this to any skin type. It's important for all of us to have healthy moisture barriers and hydration in the skin. This is a really, really nice option. I think this one is about $38, and same with the Kiehl's. I can't remember for sure. Let's continue to go in order. You've removed your makeup. Now it's time to do some toners, some essence, some sort of treatments. And there's always a lot of questions about what those even, you know, what is a toner? What is an essence? To me, I'm like, whatever it says on the bottle is what I expect it to do. But it's going to be your first step, a kind of a watery feeling product. So the first one that I want to mention is a little bit more of a splurge, but it's beautiful. A great time to save a couple of bucks on a product. This will last you for a while, and I found it really, really effective. The reason that I love this is it's like a do-it-all. It's a perfect product. You're gonna pat it into your skin. I should tell you what it is. It's the Lancome Clarifique Double Essence. So this has an AHA in there, which is glycolic acid. It has salicylic acid. It has vitamin C. It's got hydrating ingredients in there as well. So it's gonna be good for a plethora of things and the majority of skin types. I didn't find it made me sensitive, but of course, if you have a sensitive skin type to acids and stuff, you might want to keep that in mind, but it's good for pores, dryness, textured skin. It's going to do a little bit of everything. So I really, really like that. Another product that's definitely a splurge, and I love it. I've almost used all of it, and I will repurchase this. It's just so beautiful. Again, no matter your skin type, you're going to like this. This is the Fresh Kombucha Antioxidant Facial Treatment Essence. And let me just double check, because I know what I think it does, but let me see what they say. So it has the kombucha in there, which is to help with luminosity, smoothing the skin. Hyaluronic acid helps to maintain more supple skin and great to put on damp skin. And then mandarin peel extract with to help with more evenness. So dark spots, fine lines, wrinkles, dullness. It's formulated without parabens. It's a clean at Sephora item if that's important to you. But in my opinion, if I was to like, you know, disregard the Sephora website, I just felt like this helped with the never-ending goal of rich people's skin. It's such a nice light hydrator. I poured it out on my hands, patted into the skin with damp skin. Some days, honestly, when I was using this like a lot, I've kind of slowed down on it because I need to test out new things. I would just put that on my face, a couple of layers. Beautiful. And same can be said for this Lineage cream skin. I did a full review on the cream skin line if you're trying to figure out what you might like from them, but this is beautiful. They say that this is formulated for normal to dry. If you have oily skin, honestly, I really recommend this because this is one of the simultaneously most hydrating products that I've ever used, but also the lightest, especially if you're going in, again, you pour it out on your hand, layer it. That is a lot, I believe, what they do in Korean skincare with these really lightweight products. You put on one layer, wait 30 seconds, put on another, and it feels like nothing. It's like a milky water. It does come in a spray, but this format is the most economical, and you could put a little in a spray bottle if you want to touch up throughout the day, but really, really beautiful and hydrating. So it kind of depends on what you're looking for, but all three of these are great. Probably one of my favorite serums ever is from Drunk Elephant, which means it's about 110 Canadian dollars, so perfect time to save a couple of bucks on it. This is one of my favorite skincare products of all time, I think. I don't know. Is that bold to say? I just really love it. And like I mentioned with the Lancome, I love products that have an AHA, BHA blend because they're getting, you know, the surface level of my skin and we're getting a little bit deeper. So that's really important to me because I'm not only trying to battle acne, I'm also, you know, battling, so dramatic, like acne scars, things like that. So this does a great double duty for me. It's super lightweight and I use it in the nighttime. It's the Drunk Elephant TLC from Bulik Glycolic Night Serum. So it is primarily glycolic. I think it's a high-tech HA BHA gel blend. Helps with skin tone, fine lines, textures, pores, luminosity, practically overnight, as they say. And I really, really love this. I find Drunk Elephant products are definitely higher end. Some of them I don't feel like are like, you know, quote unquote necessary to spend the price, and there's other AHA, BHA blends out there, but this is one that my skin just responded to so well and just does a number of things for me. Something new that I've been trying actually in the daytime from the brand Peace Out, it's their acne serum. And the reason I love this is it's got, again, the products that I'm looking for. Like sometimes I'm reaching for a toner, a serum, a moisturizer to get all of these. So when they put it all in one, it's just delightful. I like the packaging too. But this is their acne serum. So it has 2% salicylic acid, which is a BHA. Then you're getting niacinamide, beautiful for just about any skin type as long as you don't have sensitivities to it. And vitamin C, which is a great brightening ingredient. So this I really like for those of you who are looking for a vitamin C serum but have a more acne prone skin type. Then, if you're looking for a vitamin C serum of any skin type, doesn't have to be acne necessarily, this is the Squalane and Vitamin C Dark Spot Serum from Biossance. It feels weird saying Biossance. It just like comes out very French. I'm not trying to like have a French accent. I don't have one. Anyways, this has 10% vitamin C with white shiitake mushroom in there, which is hydrating. It's supposed to be good for visibly improving discoloration. A really beautiful, like I ran through this so quick. I really love this. Use it every single day. It's plant-derived squalane. I haven't tried a lot from the brand, but if you're looking for something hydrating and good for discoloration, this is a really good one. And then the last one, this would be kind of a good, like, I don't know, good for everybody sort of serum. There's no like vitamin C, there's no what's the word I'm looking for? AHA, BHA, so you can really use this if you're using, say for example, the Lancome Essence that has those active ingredients in there and you want to put something on top of it. This is a great pairing product if you're using other active. This is a really nice vegan product. Have I said what it is? It's the Belief Youth Creator Age Knockdown Balm. It's a concentrated anti-aging serum. So this is like a great serum if you're kind of getting into the anti-aging game, you're getting into the anti-aging game, you're just looking for something hydrating. The texture of this is really bouncy, really beautiful. It's not heavy, but they seem to recommend it for dry skin. I would say that if you have an oilier skin type and you want to try this, you may prefer this at night. Not to say that it's heavy by any means, but really, really nice. And I don't hear a lot about Belief, and I really like their stuff. Now let's move in to moisturizers. I have countless videos on my favorite moisturizers, so those will be linked down below. These are just a couple that I've grabbed that I'm using more recently or that I really, really like. One that's new to me, and if you have like oily skin or normal skin, oh, this is so nice. As soon as I saw the name and even the packaging, I was like, I'm gonna love this. It's the Innisfree Dewy Glow Jelly Cream with Jeju. cherry blossom, probably saying that wrong, but this has the texture of like a jelly. Like it's clear, it's beautiful, it's so light. It's a clear gel cream, but like there's no creaminess to it at all. Like when you rub it into your skin, but it's not like it's clear like a gel. It says it delivers an abundant hydration to dry and dull skin for a moist, revitalized look. I'll give them a pass on that. But this is so nice, so light and hydrating. Even if you have a drier skin, you know, with a moisturizing serum under here, this is so nice and light. Also from Innisfree, if you do have a more sensitive skin type, if you have a lot of dryness, this has come in handy for me a lot lately where my skin has been more dry. The Innisfree Zika Balm with Bija seed oil. This is heavier for sure. I never ever used this when I had like a lot of acne. Not to say it's not good for it, but when I actually then started getting the cystic acne, I did start using this. I found it really, really soothing. Zika for me has been an ingredient that I've really, really been loving. But that is kind of, I almost use that a little bit more of a treatment than like a daily thing. It's going to kind of depend on your needs. From Lineage, you'll see this in an empties video, actually use this up really quickly. This is the Radiancy cream to brighten, even tone, and moisturize. I can't really show you the texture. Oh, there's a little bit left at the bottom there. Tried to wash it out unsuccessfully. But this is a great, I would say more kind of true gel cream than the Innisfree because it has a creaminess to it. But if you're looking for something with vitamin C in it, you're not necessarily reaching for a vitamin C serum. You want something lightweight, you want something hydrating. This is really nice and new from Lineage. I love Lineage. Then two moisturizers that I've been trying out lately because my skin has been more dry. First from Pharmacy. This is one of the first products I've tried from Pharmacy. They sent me some other stuff and I've got to get around to trying, like they just came out with a new toner, that green cleanser everybody loves. But this is the Honey Halo Ultra Hydrating Ceramide Moisturizer. First of all, beautiful packaging. It says it's an intense moisturizer that replenishes dry, de-stressed skin. It's got ceramides in here, which are nice and hydrating. This has a pretty thick texture. It's a little bit emollient. It doesn't feel heavy on the skin, but I wouldn't necessarily recommend this for those of you with oily skin, perhaps in the nighttime. And I say that not that it's bad for oily skin, but as somebody who has had oily skin for a long time, I hated that feeling of anything heavy and preferred like lighter hydrators. And then again, this is another quite heavy duty one that I thought is nice and I'm new to trying it. It's the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream, intense hydration for dry, parched skin and safe for sensitive skin. This is a huge tub. This was in a Christmas thing that I got from Sephora. Fragrance free, dermatologist tested, and it's thick. It gives me similar vibes to like the CeraVe, but it's a little bit thicker and heavier than that, which I've really appreciated. I even, because the tub is so big, like rub a little bit on my elbows here and there because there's so much in here. But my first item that I've tried from First Aid Beauty as well. I've got two SPFs that I really, really love. And again, I've got multiple SPFs video, no matter your price range. But this one, I'm not sure if it's available in Canada. I bought this in the US probably the last time I went, and I'm not sure if this is available in Canada, but Supergoop does have a ton of SPFs that are now available in Canada. I think I ordered 2 of them in my order. I blacked out. I don't even remember what's coming, so we'll see when I get my video, my haul video going. But this is the Supergoop Super Sunscreen Daily Moisturizer with SPF 40. I wouldn't necessarily recommend this to those of you that have oily skin because it does leave my skin feeling quite dewy and plump and hydrated, and it might feel a little bit oily, but it doesn't leave any white cast, super hydrating. Love that it's an SPF 40 and it's a moisturizer as well, so great double duty. And then I love this from Lancome. This is the Lancome UV Expert Aqua Gel Defense 50. As soon as I saw SPF and Aqua Gel, I was like, all my favorite things. It's an all-day primer and moisturizing gel. It has vitamin E in here, oil-free, and an SPF of 50, and doesn't turn me purple. It's awesome. I think it's $40, and I've really, really been loving it, and this one I would definitely recommend more so for those of you who have an oilier skin type. Moving on to treatments, I've got a couple of peels and overnight masks, things like that to chat about. The first one, let's bring it back down to a more affordable price range for a minute. This is from The Ordinary. It's their Salicylic Acid 2% mask. Really love this. If you are a fan of salicylic acid, you tend to have congestion or breakouts, you could even use this as a spot treatment. I think it's $7, which is amazing, and a really effective mask that I love. I've almost used up the entire thing. A mask to splurge on, perhaps. I've talked to... What are they doing? Like, what are you tapping on? It's not enough that they're hammering. It's like they're just like have the smallest hammer and the smallest nail. Oh wait. Okay, I'm back. Hopefully the world's tiniest construction site has ceased construction, but what I wanted... What if this was my last straw? Very well might be. Gonna try and film in between hammering. This is the Amirovitz. Am I allowed to take a broom and bang it on my ceiling? Or Swiffer Wet Jet? That's all I got. Okay, so I'm not going to talk a lot about it. It's the Amirovitz Silver Skin Savior. It's got colloidal silver in there, which has antibacterial properties, salicylic acid, glycolic acid. I find it to be a really great option if you have acne and you don't want anything that like dries down on the skin. It almost has the texture of like a cleansing balm, so it feels a little heavy and oily, but it doesn't leave your skin feeling dry after the fact. So a really great option if you're dealing with texture, acne, and you're not looking for something that is drying, and if you want to spend a couple of extra bucks and treat yourself. Made it to the end. Wow. Okay, let me go really quick here. I have the Caudalie Vino Perfect Glycolic Peel Mask. This is a great 10-minute option if you're looking to brighten your skin, deal with texture, surface level. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna run through this really quickly because I can't take it. I can't take the hammering. The overnight mask that I really love. This is the Lineage Chica Sleeping Mask. Like I mentioned, my skin has been loving Zika. This is hypoallergenic replenishing mask. I prefer this to their original sleeping mask, which has more of a gel texture. This has a cream texture. I just find it to be really hydrating, repairing, comforting on the skin. It says it's replenishing and moisturizing. It's got yeast extracts in there, and it helps with troubled skin and to hydrate and strengthen the skin's moisture barrier. And I almost never hear anybody talking about it, and I also love this green packaging. Shouldn't matter, but it does. And then lastly, I have two kind of facial or peel treatments that I really, really enjoy. The first is from Youth to the People, YTTP, the Yerba Mate Resurfacing Energy Facial. It's an instant microdermabrasion enzyme treatment. If your skin is feeling dull, kind of blah, I really love this. It's formulated to smooth the skin texture, even skin tone, and improve radiance. You only put it on for like 2 or 3 minutes, and you kind of use it as a scrub, leave it on, really quick way. You could also use this as makeup prep. I'll use that about once a week. And the other one that I love is from Philosophy. This has peptides and vitamin C in here. Similar idea to the YTTP one that I mentioned. This has 2 different steps. So the first step is kind of these crystals. It's got vitamin C and repeptide surfacing crystals. And this is a great option for those of you with oily skin because it's got an activating gel that has salicylic acid that you put on after about 2 minutes. And when I use that, my skin feels so good afterwards. It's like a facial in a bottle. So we've made it to the end. I think they've stopped hammering up there, doing whatever they're doing. Thank you for sticking with me. Let me know down below what you plan on picking up from this sale. And as always, if you'd like to connect with me, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at SamanthaJaneYT, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!